Yo, what it is, Mac family? It's your boy Double A Ron.
It's your boy Moss.
We back again, man. Another week. I know we ain't putting nothing out last week, but fuck it was my birthday, so
yeah, man. We celebrated the Mac member ourselves. You know what I'm saying, Mr. A Ron.
It was my Mac day.
It was Mac day for this man. We turned up. It was pretty nice.
Nice
man.
little weekend. Nice little low key weekend. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, it was nice. It was a good vibe, bro.
I know 2 weeks ago we talked about that whole. Actually, was it? Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago we talked about that whole shit that happened with Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
And I think like a week later, I was watching this video on YouTube, and they was explaining what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the girls, actually a couple of the girls, wanted to touch on the fact that when black celebrities get rich, they run and get them a white girl. Or politically correct terms, Caucasian woman.
Gotta fix it up there.
And
clean it up.
I think over the last couple of years, I've been so stretched out on the whole race thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just so tired of everything being about race. Like, everything's just...
All right, so, like, give me your woes. Like, what makes you upset about it?
Well, one, what happened to him wouldn't be any different than what happens to all men of all races. Which
True.
is, when a woman gets mad, they act irrationally. He'll have no fury like a woman scorned.
Yeah,
it don't matter what color she is.
That's a dangerous mindset, man.
If she fucking hurt and you hurt her, she gonna act irrationally and do stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it true? Probably, maybe. There's some truth to the fact that, you know, a lot of celebrities in Hollywood probably end up with a young woman of a different race because it's not always white.
No.
They're just not always African American.
Yeah.
And I know everybody likes to touch on black love, and black love is beautiful and whatever, but I mean, how much luck have you had talking to African American women? And not like relationship wise, but approaching them and actually trying to talk to them.
I mean, I haven't been turned down a lot. But that's just me.
And I'm not talking about...
I mean, like, to have, like, a general conversation?
Yeah.
Oh, trust and believe, like, I've encountered a lot of our fellow black females. I approached them 9 times out of 10. Yeah, we have a full-blown conversation. Mm-hmm. It don't always have to be about anything. It could be like current events. Right. It don't always have to be about like sex or anything. But
do you see it being successful? Because one of the reasons I hear why a lot of African American males move from African American women is because they feel, and this is not me speaking, but this is what I hear, and it's because they feel like it's easier to talk to women of a different race because they're not like, they don't have their nose turned up. Like, they're more approachable than say trying to talk to an African American female. Do you feel like that's true? I don't feel like that's true at all.
It's not true, because like any female can stick their nose up at you. I feel as though like when it comes to, because it depends on the woman anyway. Because like nowadays when women do get approached by men, they always feel like it's like on some catcalling shit. Like, you know, they tired of getting approached because whoever was approaching them before came at them incorrect. So now they got to deal with, you know, this dude. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want?
Right.
You sure it's just a conversation? Da, 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 da. So that's why I'm like, yo, when it comes to that, I think if you're talking on a regular subject, yeah, I feel like you can approach a black woman. But when it comes to like any female can do that. They can stick their nose up and be like, yo. But
fuck then isn't it?
Exactly. Like, what do you want from me? What do you want? So speaking not on all behalves, but speaking on behalf of my guy that I usually have conversations about this topic, he was telling me like, yo, like when it comes to our like black women, like they're the only ones that understands our black struggles. So like, I don't have to really educate my significant other about being a black woman or being a black person in America because they're already dealing with it in general. So it's like we share the same struggle. So when it comes to these athletes or even just like, is it just rich people?
I think just celebrities.
Just celebrities?
Oh, I don't know. I see.
Well, just say like a wealthy individual. Let's go with that. A wealthy black man. Okay. When it comes to them, like, yeah, you do kind of see them kind of go to a different direction, which is fine. You know, do you, Bimpin? Do you? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women, black women, they do see like, yo, why are you dealing with her? We're available too, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, they do see that, but like, I understand what you will go through as a black man compared to Becky. She won't understand because she don't have to face that.
Or like Patricia, or like, you know, Gwendolyn, whatever.
You know, there's an Amanda out there.
Kaylee.
Or Gwyneth.
Kylie.
You know, Brittany.
Allie.
Samantha.
Ashley.
Kaylee.
I already said Kaylee, but it's cute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you said Kaylee? Well, Haley.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? Honestly, I was married to a white woman. You know, one of my good friends.
I wouldn't say obvious. Not everybody knew that.
Well, I was saying obvious.
Oh yeah, yes. Yes, I know.
But I mean, I guess you can say the only difference is that they won't understand the struggles of an ethnic person. But outside of that, what would be the other like arguments? Because the only argument they have is, well, they don't understand what it's like to be black. Yeah, well, we don't understand what it's like to be white. So
yeah, exactly.
I don't know what privilege feels like.
Exactly. God damn it. Like, I would love to understand. I would love to be in that room where it's just like you get catered to, you get picked first for whatever. You don't get stared. You don't get judged when you walk into a room. 1.
Right.
2, you're already trying to get my business because I walked into the room. Like that type of privilege.
And 3, I find it highly hard to believe that a Caucasian or a white American or just somebody from France, it doesn't matter, cannot understand what it's like to have black struggles when YouTube and the internet exist. I'm sure they see what we go through on a daily basis because of Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all the other shit that's out that people can watch.
But so here's the thing that they wouldn't understand, and this is like 90s, for our 90s and 80s and 70s kids, they wouldn't understand like being on Section 8, getting food stamps, you know what I'm saying, living through like a certain struggle that most of black people in the black community had to face growing up. Today, yes, we worked hard, we earned our own, so now we are breaking this Section 8 government assistance like lifestyle, which breaking that habit and making our money, like we're making our money.
Well, the other thing too is what everybody is forgetting is the fact that we are getting older. This new generation could never understand what it's like to grow up in the time that we grew up in. Because you got to understand, all of these kids probably go to good charter schools. All of these kids probably go to like mixed, public schools now, or they're in MECO programs. And so they're going and they're probably mingling with other mixed race kids.
Yeah. And I don't blame those kids, like, especially when they get into relationships, like in high school and stuff like that. Because, all right, for instance, I have a kid. You already have your son, but I have a kid. I take them away from the city, and I move like into the suburbs. So a good majority, or predominantly, the school is like white.
You're gonna date what you're around.
You're probably gonna. If I have a son, my son more than likely will probably date another race other than black.
Right.
So like, but I worked hard to take my son or daughter out, away from that. Take them to a place where they probably would get treated a little bit better, or probably get a better education, or probably would have more attention to them in a different school other than the inner city. So,
D.L. Hughley brought up a good point in one of his comedy shows where he said, yeah, black people just keep killing other black people. And D.L. Hughley said, no, black people are killing who the fuck they're around. If you live in the hood, you're most likely going to be around other black people. Mm-hmm. And other black people still have their problems, which means they're going to kill each other because they're in the same vicinity.
Yeah, yo, for real. Like, you grew up where
you're going to date.
Two hoods are next to each other and they beefing. Yo, more than likely, you're going to get caught up in it.
You date who the fuck you're around. If you live in the hood, then most likely a black person is going to end up with another black person. Mm-hmm. But if you're an African American who lives in Weymouth, Braintree, Randolph, Milton, fucking wherever,
East Bumfuck,
East Ass Crack, Massachusetts, more than likely you're going to end up dating someone of another race because that's who you're around.
Yeah.
If you work in Newton, Natick, Malden, Medford, whatever, and you're out there and that's where you spend the majority of your time, there's a good chance.
Yeah, you probably ain't going to meet up with somebody.
That you're probably going to date somebody of another race. Not because it's their preference, but again, it's because that's who the fuck they're around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It don't got shit to do with oh man, I'm black and no. Most people like whoever the fuck like them. As long as they're good looking.
That is key.
That is key.
You can't walk around with anybody. You know what I'm saying?
But for people to be like, oh, well, he should be dating this person. Yeah, well, unfortunately, if I work in Medford and there's only 3 black people that work here and they're all married, what does that leave me with?
Yeah. Like, yeah, man. Have you ever heard like the which I agree, yes. Like when it comes to like being in the area, yeah, you are gonna date somebody in the area.
If you live in Quincy and you're an African American, there's a good chance you'll date an Asian.
Or white.
Or white. Few blacks. Sprinkle
like,
here.
Yeah, well, they scattered. They scattered.
Oh, Quincy is a very big melting pot. Yeah, it's a melting pot. There's a lot of races there.
Like I seen on my street, like this is a good majority.
It's a good majority of like white people. Then there's black people. There's Asians. There's like Hispanics. There's a good mix of people that live around.
So you got me. So on my street, you got me. Then I got another black dude that's
across the street.
He's like at the end of the block.
Yeah.
And then I got an Asian woman that's next door. And then I'm surrounded by a bunch of white people. So it's like it has some type of mix, but then it was like
where we live over here, this is actually a pretty good mix of people, but from white to Asian to black to Hispanic.
Like I would hope so.
Yeah, it's a good mix of people.
I would hope so.
But that again. Yeah, maybe if I lived in Dorchester my whole life, then I probably would end up with somebody who's of African American descent. But I don't live there, so.
Yeah, but what I was gonna touch on was like what I hear a lot, especially from like black females. Like they really get upset. They really get upset because they feel counted out because they feel as though they're judged on their characteristics or even just the character themselves, like their personalities, like how they have to be slightly more aggressive to get their point across. Being called the angry black woman. What's another one? Standoffish, like kind of combative, those type of ordeals. And it's like, yeah, I hear y'all. But it's just one of those things. Like just hearing that, it's just like, as a man, we're not trying to count a black woman out as well. We're not trying to count a black woman out because I understand, like, we have to work. We have to bust our ass. And for a woman in general, y'all have to work 10 times harder just to meet the standards of being in the same room as a man. Mm. Now, you not just a woman, but now you're a black woman. Mm. You're a black woman trying to be at the same table as the rest of the guys. Say if we work in corporate America.
Yeah, and that's an equality thing because it's already hard to be black. in America. But then you add the fact that you're a woman and you're black is actually 20 times harder. I remember my old HR manager told me something that I'll never forget. The HR director, he said, because you're black, you got to work 10 times harder than somebody who's white.
Yeah. No,
to get to the same position.
Literally. Same position. And you can be like not just qualified, but overly qualified. Whereas in, the maybe the white gentleman, he didn't have to work as hard. All he had to do was just get a degree, and that was it. You was on the dean's list. You kept good grades. You did all these type of extracurricular activities outside, just to kind of improve your resume, to make you to kind of what do they say? To pretty much outshine the next person, like make yourself very known, advertising yourself. You
gotta offer something that don't nobody else got. In America, some people get to take the elevator to success, and some people got to take the stairs.
Yeah, man.
And the majority of the time, the people who got to take the stairs are people who have a little bit more melanin.
Yeah, or just some people was like, hey, when you have your son, he already has or you have your son, your daughter, they already got a seat here at the board. Mm-hmm. Some people are just born.
Yeah, some people are just born into success.
They could be a fuck up all through
Daddy could sit at the chair for like 30 years, and when he's about to retire, you know who get in that position? That same little boy who daddy had like 30 years ago.
Yo, exactly. And on top of that, what was I gonna say? They probably didn't even want to be in that position. Whereas you were like, yo, I'm definitely qualified to sit in that chair, make the moves, and make the company 10 times better. Where the child who was born into that situation was like, I really want to just be a DJ. I just want to be a
I'm trying to be a YouTuber.
Damn, my inspiration is art.
I want to be a content creator.
I want to sit around and, make playlists for people. Music playlists. That's my lane, But it's just like, bro.
And we as people have to stop trying to live vicariously through our children. Yeah. Can we not?
Let your child.
For the daddy who played basketball and didn't make it, look, there's a good chance your son might not make it either. And there's a good chance your son or your daughter might not want to play basketball or football or baseball or whatever it is you play just because you played that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like if my son and daughter, let's say it like that. If my son and daughter wanted to join sports, I will support them 100%. But that's their choice, though.
But I'm not pushing them.
No, I can't push them.
I'm not pushing my child. It's like, no, listen, I'm tall and you're going to be tall, so you're going to have to play basketball. No.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
My son might want to ride horses for a living. He might want to be a jockey. He might want to be a professional volleyball player. I don't fucking know.
My dad, my inspiration is lacrosse.
Am I fortunate enough that he wants to pick up a basketball? Yes.
Yeah. If you said lacrosse,
but if he wanted to be a fucking horse jockey, I couldn't say no. He's a little bit too tall, though. He's a little bit too tall.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know
tall. That poor horse. He's gonna be working that horse like a part-time job. I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna be a professional polo player. But
if you want to be a swimmer like Michael Phelps, who the fuck am I to say no?
You better make it to the Olympics, my guy. You better bring home a bronze.
Look, you say whatever you want. Michael Phelps is sitting pretty now.
Yo, for real. My guy had endorsements up the
yin yang.
But
listen, back to Martin's point though. The funny part about it is when I hear women complain about that they're overlooked, and it's partially because they spend a lot of time overlooking other people. You see, I hear a lot of women say, "Oh, there ain't shit," but they ain't nothing in this world but guys who ain't shit, and all guys ain't shit and they're trash. But no, sometimes it's the trash you pick because you keep overlooking.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, the man that you probably want and need is right in front of your face, but because you have this idea in your mind of what you want your man to be like, you keep overlooking what you need and keep looking at what you want, and what you want ain't giving you what you need.
Yeah, I see that a lot though, especially for our black women, because they want this idea of this so-called thug ass dude, but like a sophisticated thug ass dude that's like so like overly masculine.
Where you finding that?
I don't know. Like, you gotta look that in the hood books.
Word. Like Roxbury Community.
You know where you find those type of dudes? You find it in those novels. that is written by women. You understand? Like you ever notice that?
Jerome used to be a thug back in '98, and he went to prison for 10 years. But then while he was in prison, he got his PhD, and after he got out, he started a successful tire company, and now he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars every year.
Making money.
Gave his life over to the Lord, and he about to open up a church next week. And Lord and behold, we've been married for 10 years. That shit don't exist. Okay.
Yo, you gotta got the. There's a give and take when it comes to certain shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, that dude that you do see or do hear about, they're already in prison.
Being them Zane books.
That's what I was gonna say. Thank you. And a woman wrote that, right? There was a woman that wrote that book.
That shit be in them Zane books. Yeah, I know you know that fucking novels, book. It was an orange novel.
It be in those names, some Zane novels, and I know
some of y'all read that book. I know all of you motherfuckers read that book.
Did read that. Y'all read that shit, especially when y'all was in high school or some shit. Why were they reading them books back then? I don't know, but that's what they was going for.
That's what they wanted. That dude in that book right there.
They're like, oh my god, he's like overly muscular, but he's like mad hood, but like
he's so sensitive on Wednesdays.
It's just like that motherfucker's in prison. Okay, he's in jail right now. That dude that you're looking for,
waiting for you to put $20 on his commissary.
He's in jail right now after he done fucked up everything that he's done before. He took his freedom and did what he wanted with it, and now when he gets out, he's gonna be sitting on your couch and becoming the next couch potato.
Y'all better stop overlooking what the Lord's offering.
Instead of dealing with a man that's like out here trying to support you and trying to get to know who you are as a woman. Like for me, I'm trying to figure out like if I'm getting involved with you, I gotta know who I'm actually dealing with before I even get involved with.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
You gotta know their past too.
You gotta know the past.
Some of them be having them crazy ex-boyfriends that still be wanting to come around.
That. And I gotta know your patterns. I gotta know your habits, because like habits really play a role too. Like if you have a certain habit that's like I don't know that I don't agree with, or we will just have to talk about it, then we gotta really have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk too fucking much. Be like, all right, listen. You know, when I get off work, I don't mind listening, but sometimes you gotta dial that shit down from 10 to 6, or at least 10 to 5. Cut it down.
No, I like to be a sounding board for my lady, because one thing you see, and that's one thing you gotta learn. Like I'm a little bit older than you, but what I learned is you gotta be a sounding board for your lady, but obviously you gotta do it with, what's the word I'm fucking looking for? With boundaries. Right?
Okay. All right.
Like.
I slowly turned to you.
I was like, what the fuck? But with boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, if you want to talk about your day for the first hour when we get home, cool. How was your day, babe? Who pissed you off today? Word, that bitch Tanisha pissed you off again today? That's crazy. But after that hour's up, I don't want to hear shit else that happened at work.
Yeah.
Don't come to me at 10:15 talk about another thing. that bitch. Saying. Why they always start to do another thing?
And like, tell me why this bitch really gonna she's gonna aggravate me. She better not fucking talk to me tomorrow. Cause I swear to God, she's gonna hear it from me tomorrow.
Well, you say what she about to hear from you tomorrow. Okay? You got an hour tomorrow. I don't want to hear about none of this shit that's happening for the rest of the night. Look, let's eat this food, drink this fucking wine up, let me give you a back massage and blow your back out, and then we can go to sleep. Okay?
Let's just keep it simple. Like, yo, we fucking or not? Oh, you on your period?
Let's kiss, yo. Keep it simple, stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all
the back rub or something. You want your foot rub?
You want your foot rub? Let me rub your foot. Your calves hurt? Shit.
You know, let me get you some weed or something. I go out there and get you some
let me rub your jaw, because I know you're tired of talking shit.
But you know what I do? I see a lot, but I hate it sometimes. Not sometimes, but a lot. Women bashing other women, but also blame the men for the shit. And I give you an example.
I was gonna say, what you mean?
You bash other women for having this BBLs.
Okay, yeah.
That's an obvious example. BBLs. Mm-hmm. You should talk about the other female, but you also blame the men. Be like, well, y'all like it anyway. Y'all the ones that like it. But like, no,
we don't.
We
stop speaking for us.
You wanted this body enhancement. You wanted to take the fat out your stomach instead of going to the gym and working out like any other person, any normal person. Instead of going to the gym and working it out and losing it, you rather get the procedure done and take all that and put it in your ass or your legs. And then blame men for liking it.
Which is,
But it's just like, yo, we're not the ones that did that.
and it's not even for sure. See, you think we like that shit, but we know for a fact we don't like that shit.
It's like when they put on makeup. I don't give a fuck if you wear makeup.
I want to see
you look good.
Original.
I like it.
Yeah. Let me see you.
I have to see you without it.
Yeah,
so it's like, yeah, you look good, but you're not looking good for me because once you take that, you take that shit off. Like I see the real you.
Right, and you're not going to bed with the fucking makeup on.
You're not going to bed with the makeup on. You're not going to bed with the weave in your head. Like, because eventually you're gonna have to take them shits out.
That's why that bonnet be on, because you be trying to hide
the bonnet
them.
on. See, women think like they're doing it for us, but you're only doing it for other women. Essentially, you're only putting this on
because y'all say this shit all the time. I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me, but yet you wake up and you put that weave in your hair and you put that motherfucking makeup on. You do that hair, your nails, get your titties and your ass done, just so you can go ahead and look good for the bitches.
For the next woman,
right?
For the next bitch.
But meanwhile,
I'm gonna say it to the next bitch,
and then you come home to us and you take all that shit off.
You take it off,
and we see the real you.
You be like, oh, there she goes. She gonna take her bra off too. Up there it goes.
Titties touching that belly button.
No, we the only ones that know that your nipple is more to the right than center. Like,
and we don't care. We just lick a little bit to the right, a little bit more.
We don't care if like one boob was a little shorter than the other. So like the one's like higher than the.
You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck.
We don't care.
You can walk around with holy sweatpants and a dirty t-shirt, and I guarantee you, if you say you want some pussy, we'd be like, "Yep."
Yes, we give us some pussy, suck us off sometimes, and then boom, hey, I'm a happy camper. Feed me. Hey, I'm cool. I got something to come home to every night. I don't give a fuck what you look like for these other broads, because that's what it is. You put on your outfits. You put on these outfits, right? The main purpose of it is so you're trying to stunt on the next person. Like bro, you put on a good outfit, right? What are you doing it for?
Listen, because I'm trying to shit on other people.
You're trying to shit. Like, you're trying to shit on niggas, man. You're trying to diarrhea. You make sure you took the X-Lax and you making sure you shit on everybody that you see.
But guarantee you, when you put the camera on at the crib, you know what we look like? Sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Bro.
All day. Flip-flops with the socks on.
First of all, I'm more of the tank top, the drawers, and then I wear my robe. That's me. That's me. You know what I'm saying?
Basketball shorts with my flips on. That's what you see me in. That's.
Yeah, man. That robe life, man.
I gotta get me a robe.
You gotta get your robe, man. Shit. You put that motherfucker on, man.
I gotta get me a robe.
Especially in the wintertime. Oh, that shit was wonderful.
Nah, but that ass though.
Yeah.
You do got a good point to that.
Yeah. A lot of women, they blame us, but you're only doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself.
And then also, ladies, y'all.
But you shit on the next bitch, though.
Yeah. And then every time I hear a woman say there ain't no good men in this world, I think about 30 other good men that I know.
Yes. Yo.
And I guarantee you, it's probably, and out of the 30 of them, they have all been overlooked by somebody.
No, that man's has been overlooked because you have some type of personal preference that you're still trying to look for, but when you do find it, oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry.
And I'm not sorry. And the reason why is because it's never worked out for you.
Yeah.
This idea of a man that you keep on looking for,
there's something wrong.
Has never ever worked out with you. Hence, that's why you've been back to the fucking drawing board so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Because you keep putting the same ingredients in and burning the shit out that cake.
Or you just keep you want to have your cake and eat it too, type of ordeal. Like you still want this dude, but you also want to hold some type of some type of control. Like you don't want to listen. And that's where things get wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm not just speaking on black women. I'm speaking on women.
In general.
It's just like when you see that, when you have that certain individual who's like, all right, I got this guy that I really like. He's checking all the boxes for me. Great. But I also kind of want to take control over too. This is like, then what's the point? If you was trying to have this guy, well, you just want the trophy?
And then y'all don't be healed.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when y'all do get a good man, y'all run him away. And stop self-sabotaging. Ladies, y'all gotta stop this self-sabotage bullshit that y'all be doing. Cause I always hear like, oh man, he's a great guy, he's a this, he's a that. But you know, he do this and he do that. And next thing you know is I stop talking to him.
Yeah.
And then you fast forward 2-3 years down the line and be like, oh, I remember that dude that I once dated. He was so good to me. But you left him.
Yeah.
Because he didn't offer what you was looking for at that point.
I do see that a lot. Like, a lot of people do self-sabotage like a situation, you know, and it's sad. It's sad. It is. Because it's like you didn't even give it a chance. You kind of just like, you not overthought about it.
But you overlooked them again.
You overlooked them, one. Or you just, you saw something that you didn't really like, it didn't really exist, but you saw something, you thought about it. Like, oh man, like, I bet he's talking to mad bitches right now. But the nigga he's just minding his own business. Right. Sometimes the dude's just like, maybe he's actually doing something. Like, and that's how you sabotage something like that. Because when you think about something bad and you're wrong about it, then you feel like a jackass. And then the person's gonna look at you like, all right, so how long did you think about this? And who did this to you before me? Because technically I didn't show any signs of for me to be untrusted or something like that. So whoever did this to you last time, clearly you didn't heal from it. So now I'm gonna back away and let you soak in your own little,
and back to square one you go.
Soak in your whole little thing. And then, like you said, back to square one. But another thing that I do hate that women do is they hate on each other.
And we're not bashing y'all ladies. We're just
speaking facts.
Just bringing up, some commonalities.
We speaking facts. Nah, fuck that. We speaking facts.
Facts. FAX.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all hate on each other a lot. Like, y'all should talk to each other. Y'all should talk about each other a lot.
And then smile in each other's faces.
It's like not even just that. It's just like y'all shit on women who put on makeup and then you do it.
And then you do it. Like, look at that. Look how much makeup that bitch got on. She got a cake on her face. So do you.
Like, she knows she can't afford that bag.
And you can't either.
Why you hating? Why you hating? You couldn't even afford that. Why you shitting on shorty? Like, yo, if she couldn't afford that bag.
She thinks she all that bitch toenail chip.
Like, yo, why are you coming at her about getting the Chanel bag? Because you don't got one? All right, then you work your ass off and get one. But don't shit on the next chick. I see that a lot. It's sickening.
And we as men do that shit too.
Not as often.
But men do it because we actually really hate because we can't get it. Like, this motherfucker here,
got the Bentley and
got
shit.
The bit walking by, stomach be all hurting. Like, oh.
But it's like, yo, sometimes you gotta stay in your lane. Know what you can do, know what you can attain, and know what you can hold. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to like getting a new car as a man, you know, as all right, I do have Bentley dreams, but I can only get this Toyota Camry. You know what I'm saying? Know your lane.
You got to drive that Toyota Camry.
You got to get the Camry. You know what I'm saying? The Honda, the Nissan. You know what I'm saying? You stay in that lane, and then eventually you'll get to that Bentley. I mean, I would have like a Bentley in Massachusetts, bro. I don't know, but like,
unless you get the SUV.
True, and then you get the SUV.
You get the SUV,
but it's like, all right, you gotta stay in your lane as a man. You gotta know who you are.
You gotta know when to hold them.
You know, you gotta know
when to fold them.
Exactly. So, just know your lane. For a woman, I think I mean I kind of see it a lot. Like, some women try to over exceed or try to like overdo it. Like, stay in your lane, girl.
Eventually, Manuel Hudson would say, "Stay in your lane.
Just stay in your lane.
Just
bro.
stay in your lane."
As a man, we know that. I know it. I'm not trying to like put myself in debt to buy this Mercedes that I can't afford. on a monthly basis. I can't do that. Shit, if I can't even afford to pay for gas for a Mercedes, why the fuck would I put myself in a predicament to get a Mercedes?
It's at 93.
You say I got it premium? It don't take regular? Shit.
Nigga, when? No.
You said how much was a full tank? 65. Damn.
You can hold this cool 20. And the next thing you know, you be rolling around your Mercedes on a quarter tank every week.
Every goddamn week, you putting like $20-$40 in there thinking you're going somewhere. But like, just know your lane. But some people just, I can't even just say just women, but some people try to over exceed that and put themselves in a predicament where, yo, you know you couldn't be in that lane. Why did you try to go in that direction? Well, you know, I was trying to impress.
Who though?
You got the stunt for the day. People looked, but they wasn't checking. People looked.
Most of the time, most of the time they was probably judging.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like, I'm like, people was looking.
Yeah, being like, look at this simple bitch.
So where I'm at right now, like, I see a lot of nice cars. A lot of nice cars. They pull up. I see a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? From the Ferraris to the Bugattis. I actually seen the Bugatti up close. Oh, really?
Who's got one of them?
Yo, it was some kid up in Connecticut.
Oh, figures.
Yeah. So him and his dad had one.
Oh, damn. Daddy must have money.
Yo, money living in Connecticut. But like the Bugattis, the Rolls Royce, the cars and the trucks, the Mazis,
the McLarens.
The McLarens, the Lambos, the Ferrari. I said Ferrari.
You said Ferrari the first time.
But like, you know, all these exotic ass cars, I got to see them. And I got to see the person that's driving them. Okay, cool. Some of them try to live, and this is why, like, as certain men, if I'm like, yo, stay in your lane, bro. Because, like, your own lifestyle can expose you. Tell me why. I see a dude in Balenciaga. Yes, Balenciaga jacket, because you know it's still cool. Balenciaga jacket, the kicks that match with it. I don't know what type of jeans, and kind of like a Gucci Louis shirt or some shit like that. He pulled up and he drives a Honda Accord. That don't match, people. That don't fucking match. Explain it.
I mean,
no. Explain that.
I can't explain that.
You drive a fucking Honda, and it wasn't like the new Honda. It was like the generation before the new
Although I will say the one defense is some people don't really give a fuck about cars.
Okay.
There are those people that just don't give a fuck about cars, like especially if they don't know about them. Like if they don't know about cars and cars has just never been their thing for them, cars is just a thing that just gets them from A to B. Then there's
cool.
Then
your crib has to match that. Then.
Yeah, if you live in the projects, then I don't know what to say.
Your crib has to match the clothes you're wearing. Okay, I don't want to see you driving a regular ass car, a Corolla, Camry, Accord, Civic, and you pull up in these designer shit, and you went to the most expensive, like not the most expensive, but you went to an expensive restaurant. Make it make sense, bro.
That person probably could have a nice house though.
I will hope so. I hope
it's the last ditch effort. Please have a nice house.
You have a dope ass crib, and you live by yourself, not with nobody else. Because in Massachusetts,
and if you live with your mama, you're going to hell.
You should be ashamed. But whatever. Hey, to each his own. Makes no goddamn sense. Yeah, man. But when it comes to racial, man. When it comes to our successful black men, let's go back.
We said that to say this.
Let's go back. Let's come back.
All of this shit about black men making it in either Hollywood or as a sports star and then going and dating white women. Well, one is bullshit because most of them Hispanic.
Some of them got like Kim Kardashian type of.
You got the Kim Kardashians, you know. You got your Hispanics, and then you got the Caucasian women.
Yes. Others.
You know, there's different races.
Yeah.
Are you mad that it's not that? I don't think it has anything to do with them being white. I just think it has everything to do with them being every other race except black.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where the issue lies. But the problem is, we need to do better as far as giving men a chance. Like, I've seen many of men walk up to a beautiful African American woman and get shot the fuck down. So, in order for you to be with, have one of those successful marriages, the black love marriages that you're looking for, if a black man comes up to you and shoots his shot and he looks well presentable and he looks well put together and you shoot him down, is that his fault or is that yours?
Yeah. But you already know somebody's going to justify what you just said.
Yeah,
There's going to be somebody to justify what you just said. And it to me it's sad, but it's whatever.
It's going to be what it is.
It's going to be what it is.
I'm here for the fucking smoke, though, so we can argue.
Exactly. You can call our phones personally.
Personally. I'll tell you about yourself, too.
First of all, I feel as though...
Personally, I feel as though you had a lot of failed relationships, baby girl. Is it them or is it you?
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I do see a lot when it comes to our black women trying to... Because I always say, like, yo, will you ever approach? And I understand that women are not supposed to approach. They're supposed to be the ones, they're supposed to be the prey, we're supposed to be the predator. But it's like, yo, sometimes when you have today's males that's just like minding their own business half the time. So when we do sit down at a bar, we do sit down somewhere where we're just chilling, we're just eating our food, or even just having a drink. Like, if I'm just minding my own business, yo, don't feel as though like you did the most to catch my attention.
Are you that prideful that you won't come over and say hello?
I will hope that because y'all don't have game anyway. But
y'all don't got no game. But y'all can do is say hi. But even that,
say hello. Try to spark up a conversation. At least like I'll catch a hint. Like
we're not even paying attention to y'all most times.
No,
like he said, we could be looking this way. If you standing over here, I'm not looking this way. I'm talking to whoever I came with, or I'm talking to the group of people that I fucking came with. Yeah. Now, if you happen to notice me when I came in, and I didn't lock eyes with you, but you see me and you see where I am, and you don't come say hello, that's not a me issue. That's a you issue.
Yeah.
And your issue is you got too much pride, and your pride is going to be the reason why you end up with somebody that you probably don't want to be with. I don't want to say alone, because that usually never happens. But most likely you will end up with somebody that you don't want to be with, because you were too prideful to come up and be like, hey, hello. How? Because y'all don't got no game at all. Hey.
It's so true. You know what I've heard? And this is like a recent video I just watched. I had one of my boys, he just showed me. It was about women and body counts, right? But like... the guy asked, in order for him to like put a number onto this, he said, "How would you approach me in a social environment?" And she was like, "Yeah, I will look over at you, give you like seductive eyes, and then I will look away." And he's like, "Come on.
Ladies, that shit don't work.
It ain't working for a dude. Like, come on now. You failed."
Mission over. Failed. That's it.
It's done.
Done. Finished.
It's done.
Donezo. You know why? Because most likely there's a woman in that club or that establishment that's probably a little bit more aggressive than you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, be out there.
And is not above taking what she wants, and would most likely come over and say, "Hello, how are you?" To which case the conversation will start. And you just gonna be over there across the establishment looking like a goddamn fool.
Hating.
You just didn't. put your pride aside and come and take your ass over and say hello.
But you like something like this, sir?
It's apple juice.
And a glass bottle. What is that, Mott's? But Mott's is the one that has like the glass bottle?
Yeah. Was it Mott's?
Yeah, I think it was Mott's. Yeah. But
Don't let y'all pride be the reason why you don't end up with what you want.
and be hating on the next one. She just sitting there like, oh.
Hey, you better hope she ain't white. No, I'm just
Oh,
playing.
Don't be a black chick and get outscored by a white woman.
Woo-wee.
Yo. Then you really be hating, like, what the fuck is he trying to da. Yo, because I feel like some chicks feel like, yo, if they make the first move, like, that man has to, like, accept them. Because what if you ain't looking good?
Listen, ladies. First of all, y'all gonna have to tone y'all motherfucking confidence down. Because if you come up to me and you say hello and I'm like, no, I'm all set. Then no, motherfucker, I'm all set. All right. You know how many times I get turned down before I even get a woman to speak to me, especially when I was younger. Oh shit.
Yo,
but you know when you was young, you ain't have no fucking game.
No.
Be like, yeah, what's good, shorty?
Hey, yo, what's up? Like, yo,
baby girl,
good with you, yo.
Ski you.
Hey, yo, I don't think I ever catcalled. Yeah, I don't think I ever.
Yo, fellas, catcalling is old. Y'all gotta stop that shit.
I never did
and stop thinking women gonna want to fucking talk to you from a quarter mile down the fucking block. You fucking weirdos.
Just be screaming, hey yo,
shorty.
Hey,
She ain't talking to you all the way the fuck from down there.
Hey yo, you.
And she don't got mental telepathy, motherfucker, so she can't talk to you in your mind.
Sky blue jeans. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Baby girl with the teal skirt on.
And she all looking back stupid. Who talking?
Y'all doing this. Hey, what's your name?
Hey, it's Lauren. What?
Stop doing that dumb shit.
Yo,
look, man. Especially one of the things I found out as I get older is I found out that older women they don't got no problem coming up and telling you what the fuck they want.
Mm-hmm. Yo, those be the chicks. They come up to you, they buy you a drink.
Word.
But they got like a gold tooth in their mouth.
You know what I'm saying? Put it on their TD bank card.
hey.
Young man.
Let me, what'd you drink it? What type of beer is that? How y'all
what
doing?
You got, a Heineken?
All right, let me get you one of those.
Young man.
Bernice, this is the fifth
Listen,
drink
Bernadette, you ain't about to sit up here and disrespect me.
All right, I'm a grown man. Can't be doing this thing.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, please.
Leave a comment. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime we post a video.
Hell yeah. Yo.
We try to post as often as we can.
Yes, we can.
And we try to keep the content as fresh as possible.
Yeah.
So if y'all like what y'all see, make sure y'all hit the subscribe. But is it fucking...
It's one of those things. It's like if I was to do it here, if I was looking at it, it should be like right here.
Right. It
should be like right here.
Yeah, it's still right here. Yeah, it's on this side. Hit it. Hit the notification bell. We just, you know what I'm saying? We try to keep shit fresh. But this is some shit on my mind because I heard that and I was like, does it have anything to do with race though? Or do all women do that crazy shit when they get upset?
No, it's an all woman thing, I think.
Because I got uncles. And I gotta be honest. They don't got a good track record.
They don't have a good track record at all.
With women.
They don't have a good track record. They picked what
mediocre at best.
Yeah. They picked whatever they had. And
so we seen the shit firsthand. And they wasn't white.
Yeah.
Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. They don't give a fuck what color they are.
Mm-hmm. Just don't touch my shit, man.
Yeah, word.
Like, you can talk shit.
Yo, don't bust the windows out my car because I have my sisters come see you, bro.
Don't touch my shit. Because that's the last thing. Like, I ain't gonna go. It's bad enough, like, you went all the way to my crib and had this problem with me. Don't touch my shit. Okay? Don't touch it. Okay, I'm not gonna go to your house and touch your shit.
You know why? We don't give a fuck.
I don't care. I don't care. Don't touch my shit though. Then I get petty. And petty goes south. It's not no like
not south. South.
South with an F. Maybe a PH. You know?
And so you PH just south.
Just south. Yeah, man.
But yeah, yo. Listen, that's all we wanted to bring to y'all today, man. It's Thursday.
Yeah, it is Thursday. We usually do Fridays.
We usually do Friday night shenanigans, but we busy tomorrow. You know, I'm back on daddy duty tomorrow. And as much as I know y'all appreciated my son being in the last video, it's a whole lot easier to do this video tonight when he's not in it.
Yeah.
But shout out to my boy anyway.
Yeah.
And shout out all the real dads out there. You feel me? All the real fathers.
All the fathers out there.
All the fathers out here.
Fathers doing they jizz
knob.
You know,
shout out all the single moms out there that stay on their jizz knob.
Mm-hmm. You don't get no damn college degree, no recognition, but you still do what you gotta do.
You okay with me? So, with that being said, I feel like all YouTubers say that shit. With that being said, without further ado.
That sounds like you about to introduce somebody.
I would like to introduce to you the end of this motherfucking video. Look,
exactly.
Stay tuned for the next one, man. We're gonna post this one real soon.
Mm-hmm.
It's your boy Double A Ron.
It's your boy Moores.
And we out.